Welcome to an episode of Inside the Sound with me, Christopher Gabourel, where we get an in-depth look inside local musicians and artists working on upcoming projects. In this episode, we spotlight local legends and punk band Revolt Destroy. After almost a decade hiatus, the band decided to return to the helm with a slight different lineup. Ready to create a new chapter in the band's legacy, the guys came stomping out of the gate with a new single entitled Left for Dead, which you can listen to now on Spotify and all streaming platforms. Also, make sure to visit the website for special merch and never release gear. Without further ado, let's go inside the sound of Revolt Destroy.
So tell me, you see in live videos, you see other live bands, even fucking like concerts, like you don't see people get all crazy like you do at a punk show, dude. There's nothing that can top that, dude. It's just insane.
The aggression, how fast it is, just expressing yourself however you want through music, lyrics, the way you dress.
I don't know, letting your creativity flow, letting your individual flow, along with 4 or 5 other guys that are with you trying to do the same thing.
I think we just want to complete this. I don't know what's going to come after this. Maybe nothing, maybe some more albums, but I think we just really want to get this one done. It's been so long, and it's just what we want out of this.
Just the love of music. We were kind of getting bored of just not playing as a band or playing music. And we just decided, it was time to give it a shot and see if we could get the boys back together and kind of give it a shot. So it was really, at the end of the day, it was just the love of the music and kind of not trying to let go of what we had. However small it was, we just wanted to play music. I'm Riot. I am the vocalist for Revolt Destroy.
Alright, my name is George. Algunos me llaman El Crudo. I'm the guitar player, lead, and rhythm for Revolt Destroy.
I started the band along with Danny, who is no longer in the band, probably in 06, 07, within that, within those years, yeah, that's when we started.
We were originally a band called The Paranoid. It all started one day with our old drummer Danny and Riot. We used to go to this spot over there in East LA, a little house that we had, and yeah, time we were jamming out and we're like, hey, fuck it, we should start something.
I was a long-time believer in keeping the band going. We had gone on a hiatus. Our singer, he had a kid, had a family. Everyone was kind of doing their life path kind of things. But I'd always been bugging these guys, let's start it up and do it again. And after years of bugging, it finally magically happened somehow. My name's Steven, or Mop Top, and I was the original guitar player of the band. Now playing bass.
Oh, hey, my name is Bubba, and I play the drums in Revolt Destroy. It's been really good. I've known the guys since like 2007, 2006, 2007. My old bands played with them, so I mean, I know their music already, and when I joined, it was pretty easy to get back into the groove.
I think I've been playing since November or December with them.
Also, just like recently?
Yeah, recently. I just joined. The drummer before the drummer that's playing now, he sent me a text if I wanted to join the band, and I immediately said yes.
Cool.
Yeah. My name is AJ, and I play rhythm guitar. When it comes down to punk, like the unity, just how there's everyone's welcome with open arms. That's great. It feels great. I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe they're in other genres or whatever they do the same thing, but I don't know. I go to punk shows and things like that. So
honestly, it gave me a home. It gave me a home. I found a home with the people, the punks, the skins, just the freaks and the creeps. I found a home, whereas before that came into my life, I didn't have a home. I didn't have friends, and it took me in, and the way I felt like I could kind of repay by having, by giving me friends and a home was to play music and kind of help it do the same for others.
We'll say this with punk music, but growing up with like the Ramones and the Clash and bands like that, it stuck for some reason.
Like, what is it? Like, what is it? A feeling you get?
It's there's two dimensions to that. There's the feeling when you hear it, and then there's the feeling when you're playing it, and they're both. It's like a kick in the ass, but it's something that's just deep, and it feels real, and there's more to it than most people think of. 3 chords and screaming lyrics of "fuck the government," but it's always just stuck somewhere deep inside.
I don't know. It's just it's like to me, it's an addiction. I don't know at least as far as the music itself, you know, it's that energy. At least for me, I just get this fucking energy. I don't know. It's hard to explain, you know, like, I don't know. It's just no way. I don't think there's any other genre. Like, I guess you could consider rock genre. So like there's rap and then there's, you know, all kinds of different styles, but with aggression, you can't really express that. That's why, you know, and as far as the message, I know, I definitely, you know, there's a lot of things. I know there's like bands, you know, they sing about, oh, get drunk and shit, but you know, there's also good music that talks about current events going on, and again, it's a way of expression, you know, of, you know, the common issues and going throughout the world right now and all that, you know. So I guess something we relate to.
You know, at first, I think it was just because it was just so different. It was harder. You know, my parents were listening to a lot of soft rock music, and I was like, that's great, but man, yeah, just, you know, I think once, I can remember once I heard AC/DC, that was like the hardest thing my dad heard, and fucking, once I heard fucking Slipknot on the radio, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then after that, I just heard all kinds of other punk shit, metal, you know, thrash stuff, fucking ska, two-tone. It's something that's just so totally different, out of the norm, you know, whacked out, fucking just screaming and yelling and actually talking about something other than rock and roll, you know. Yeah.
Just the chaotic sound itself. It drives you to do things, you know. It drives you to be aggressive. But honestly, to a certain extent, is what the words or the words to the songs. Because I think, you know, the words have a like a motivational factor. It motivates you to do something. Like, it speaks to you, you know. So if you're angry and you're listening to angry lyrics, it's like, and that you can relate to, it's like, fuck yeah, dude. They're expressing how I feel.
The band is right there in your face, and, you know, sometimes ends up in the crowd, and everyone's having a good time. It's kind of indescribable, the feeling of just a kicking show. It's chaos, and it's madness, and it's fun. It's a release of energy.
Everybody's in that same fucking zone, you know. Everybody is in that same energy. Everybody feeds off of each other's energy. It's just, you can't compare it to anything else, man. It's fucking amazing, you know.
You know, you're welcome no matter what race, sex, gay, straight, whatever. You're welcome no matter what, you know. And you never been to a punk show? Fuck, the day you go, it really changes your life, you know. The music's just really like it just grabs a hold of you.
So from the old Revolt and Destroy, the way I reflected, you know, we were younger and our I guess formula of composing music was a little different. It was a little more simplified. So
I think over the years we've kind of gotten to the point where we're trying to make it a little more complicated and make certain sounds that we want out of it, instead of kind of just, I don't know. I don't want to shit on our own music, but we're not playing the same repetitive stuff. We're kind of taking it a step further, and we're really trying to work with just getting more crazy guitar solos in there and a little more technical drums. So it's different, but it's the same.
We had the idea of coming back to play the songs that we never ever got to work on and work on those. But we also came back together with the mindset of, let's try different things. Let's try different sounds. Let's try something different. Let's not try to be typical.
There's still that Revolt style, you know, taste to it, but it's just more like refined. It's more like you know, more complex. There's a lot of more things added to it, like little bridges and changes, you know, something that we didn't really have the creativity to do at the time, you know. Over the years, we've all played with different bands. We've gotten different influences, you know, found out about listen to new bands, and you just get a lot of different influences. So it's definitely going to reflect on, that's definitely going to reflect. So there's still some of that old school Revolt, just more, just, you know, new, like more complex, like I said. Like, you know, there's going to be a lot of changes to it. It's not going to be just simple as it was before.
They trusted me to take over for Danny, you know, and big shout out to Danny. You know, he was a big inspiration for all of us. You know, he was a big guy back in the day, but he was still rocking the drums like fucking no other, and it was, a lot of us were bitching and this and here and there, but I mean, you see a big guy like that and really rock it out and not bitch and complain and just have fun, and really heartwarmed guy, like, it's a big honor to like fill his shoes for this project, you know. So big shout out to Danny.
Although our music right now might be, you know, common or the norm, but we're gonna take it to where we feel like it hasn't gotten before.
Go! Oh, they're shitheads. Yeah, we definitely have our own schedules and lives now, so it's rough. And we're all older now, so we got a lot of different things to do in our lives. Some of us have families of our own now, so we definitely bump heads sometimes when we get to scheduling or getting things down. But it somehow works out in the end, magically. The power of punk rock. But yeah, it's not easy.
Luckily, you know, I've been sharing the last 14 years with my lady, and she understands everything. She fully supports my drive in the whole punk movement, and you know, trying to work out time and scheduling with all the other guys. It's challenging too, but you know, it's throughout the years I've been lucky enough to find myself with guys who've been able to put that time in together, and you know, if it's not for a longevity kind of a band, at least it's for the period, you know, and we'll focus on whatever's going on and we'll shout it out, you know.
It's just the passion, bro. The passion. This is, you know, I dedicated my life to this, and this is part of me, you know. This is a part of me, and yeah, dude, I do it for the passion, dude. Just love doing it. It's, you know, we all find our purpose, what drives us, and then we just pursue it, you know, and we don't think twice. And yeah, and I will forever play music. And you know, some people do stop or maybe take breaks because life happens. You know, you can't always do this 100%. I mean, there's bands that, you know, you maybe make a living off of it. Me, I'm not here to make a living off of it. Right here, I'm trying to do what I love, and whatever happens, cool. You know, if people like us, and cool, you know, awesome. Then fuck, I'm humbled, you know. But yeah, this is a part of me. This is me, you know.
That's probably the toughest thing. Like, being in the band, in my opinion, is one of the toughest things, because yeah, you know, different schedules, different priorities, different beliefs, different, like, everything. Like, you're dealing with 4 or 5 or however many different just lives that you have to manage, and kind of like, you know, the way I talk to Mop Top, I really can't talk to AJ that way, you know, because I'm trying to bring the best out of them, give me more. So it's about managing personalities, managing, you know, schedules, you know, and yeah, dude, that's tough. And as far as, like, although, you know, it's tough, we have a very strong core, very strong foundation.
That's the best part about this band, is that everyone is a leader. Nobody here is if somebody has an idea, nobody's gonna go, hey, no, you know what, we're gonna put this aside and we're gonna work on this instead. No, everyone has a say in it. So if he says, hey, this is how it's gonna go, and we all agree, then yeah, this is how it's gonna go. If he says this is gonna go and it sounds better, then we're gonna go with that. Whatever we think works best.
Right.
You know.
So it's a democracy. We all put our input, but I would see it right more as the leader of this band. You know, he's always done a good job as a frontman. You know, the vocalist tends to be the frontman anyways. You know, but I think as a whole, we all do our part. You know, we all do our part and to make it work, to make it what it is. You know, to what is Revolt. If it was just one person, it would just be his band or whoever's band. You know, now this is our band. You know, this is our thing. You know.
Sometimes it's just get a little tune in your head and you're like, oh, I can work with that, and just work on it and build it, and eventually show the team what you got, and then everyone kind of puts their input if they like a part or they want to take a part out, add something that they had with another song. It's kind of a magical process, but I think every song has its different building process. For us, it's never been the same. It's always, each song has been its own story, I guess.
Back in the day, it was that. It was me and Crudo. Me and Crudo would, you know, I would tell him, hey, do this. Like, I would because I'm not talented like these guys. You know, I'm just a vocalist. You know, so like they're the talent of the band, but I would kind of like verbalize, you know, to Crudo, like, hey, play it. You know what I mean? Like, and he would do it, but it would be me and Crudo, and I would always like be the manager, right? I was like, you guys do this, you do that, this and that. So in a way, it wasn't really much of a democracy. It was kind of like me and Crudo, as far as music, and me telling everybody else what to do. But like now, I am different. It's a democracy, absolutely. Like, everyone has a say. Everyone's opinion matters. You know, if, you know, 3 of the band members disagree with something, okay, well then it's not really gonna get done because the majority wins. So I gave the power to the band because I ended up I love these guys, right? And I'm like, I don't want to do anything to damage the band or say like, fuck, he just wants to do whatever he wants to do and he's gonna do it regardless. But yeah, like now it's a democracy. Everyone has a say. Everyone's opinion matters, and it's probably it is the best way to go about it, in my opinion, because everybody has that sense of involvement. Because if you don't feel involved, you know, you feel excluded, then you kind of start like, okay, well, I'm over it. I'm moving on.
I think the story that Revolt and Destroy has always tried to paint, it's kind of, the lyrics kind of hint to it, but it's kind of the dystopian what if, kind of what if, you know, the future doesn't hold as much as we think, or as one of our songs says, the end is near. It's kind of based on that end of times kind of vision, and you know, it's an artist's, you know, point of view kind of thing. But I think that's always been Revolt and Destroy's. We've had a few songs that are uplifting as well, but I think the story that Revolt and Destroy is trying to paint is the what if.
Even though there's a lot of shit going on in the world, just know that it's still, you know, light at the end of the tunnel. We just gotta fight, rise above all the stuff that's going on, and just keep your head up and don't give up.
You know, I know Artie to write more politically and more about the, you know, the human angst in all of us. So it's like I think, you know, we're trying to go for somewhat of a concept, you know, of a, you know, we want to fucking, you know, hit hard, build it up, hit hard, and then come at you soft. And make you feel like it's all gonna be okay, but really at the end it's not.
Just enjoy it, you know, live your life, enjoy, and keep on fucking fighting the good fight, dude. The world's a fucked up fucking place, you know. But we just, you know, that's what we are. We're trying to support each other in this fucked up world, you know. We gotta fucking be brothers in arms. It's a fucked up world, you know. And I know it sounds very cliche to say, oh, it's, you know, fucked up world, because everybody's chaos this. But nah, I feel like we mean it, you know. I definitely mean it, you know. there's a lot of fucking hate in this world, and me through expression, like that's my message. What I'm trying to do, you know, unite us through fucking music. Everybody, you know, be there for each other. You know, we gotta care for each other, dude. It's a fucked up world, dude. It's dog eat dog, you know. So that's what my message is. You know, fucking love. You know, you're never alone. There's someone there who can empathize with you. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. Our messages, you know.
Honestly, it would be like, be yourself. Do it your way. I mean, honestly, that's the very core of what we're trying, of our message, you know. Just be yourself. Do it the way you want, like. And I'm not saying in a punk rock manner, like, fuck the cops, fuck your parents, you know, do what you want. It's just, like, do it your way. Like, if you don't want to, you know, play punk rock or play jazz or play classical music in a certain manner, just do it different. Do it your way, man. Just do it your way. Just follow your heart. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, it's just follow your heart, do it your way, do it the way you fucking, you know, makes you happy. Because that's honestly what it is, dude.
One that stands out is definitely the night Riot got arrested. I want to say it was either East LA or South Central, and I'm not sure because we played a lot of those backyard shows.
We were playing in South Central. I love playing South Central. South Central, oh my God, it's always like it cracks in South Central. But we played a show in South Central. Shit was getting wild. We honestly like. We fucking tore the house down, literally. It was just massive. The crowds there is always amazing.
But like many backyard shows, this one got raided by the cops.
And I'm talking about like just a small backyard with like filled with hundreds of fucking kids in there, dude. Everybody just fucking partying it up, smoking, doing this and that.
Yeah, helicopter shows up and the cops roll up.
Get the fuck out, go home. And for some reason I was looking for my brother. And my girlfriend, who's my wife now, but so I go out looking for him in the front because, you know, shit's getting raided. We got all the equipment that we got to load up in the truck and get the fuck out. So I go in the front and, like, you know, look for everybody. And the cops are like, oh, get the fuck out. And I was in the front, right, like where the cops are. I was in the very front, like, hey, I'm just looking for my girlfriend and my brother. I need to get out. You know, I'll get out. I'm just looking for them. And I get the fuck out. I'm like, all right, I got to go back there because I got to load up my equipment and get the hell out. Well, the cops are being dicks, so I'm like, fuck this. I turn around, start running back. They grab me by the fucking hair, and I've never felt that feeling where just like, boom, like that feeling just, that tug. So they fucking grab me by the hair, slam me on the floor, and they're just beating my ass. They got their fucking knee on my neck, the whole fucking works. They're beating the fuck out of me, and they throw me in the back of the fucking. The police car and take my ass to jail. But I'm all like, was that necessary? All I was just trying to get the fuck out, following your orders, you know, to get out. I didn't do it their way, I guess, but yeah, I got my ass beat by cops several times. But that was one of the most memorable times, yeah, or craziest times, yeah.
Okay. So with Riot, dude, one day we went to go play in this city called Nuevo. And so Riot's fucking drunk, so it was us. It was this big ass yard, and fucking Chito was there. So Chito was still on bass, and Danny was right there. So fucking Riot's drunk, and he starts arguing with some random guy about fucking cops, dude. About talking about, oh, the cops over there in LA are worse. And I don't know what the fuck happened. They ended up fucking getting in an argument, almost fighting, and they split them up. So then Riot goes back inside, and then Chito's fucking laying on top of his car. So then you see a group of guys go up to Chito with a lighter trying to see his fucking face. She's trying to see his fucking face. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. We were looking for someone else. So then we see Riot in the pit headbanging for the other band. And we were next. So you see these fools kind of surround him around the fucking pit. Then this little gangster dude fucking just goes and starts and punches Riot in the fucking neck. So you see a bunch of fools swarm in. Then we all fucking swarm in, dude. I shit you not, dude. I was getting jumped by like 5 dudes. Fucking Chito with another 5, dude. Fucking Mop Top, man. Don't tell him, but fucking Mop Top's right there. You're like, stop fighting. I'm like, motherfucker, go back to your brother. Your brother's getting his ass kicked. Yeah, bro. And we always laugh. You know, we got our asses kicked, dude. And the fucking fucked up part was, you know, Riot fucking started not a single scratch on that motherfucker, dude. I was like, dude.
I helped. Fuck you.
All right, he did it. He got one, dude. Yeah, dude, and fuck. I just kidding. I love you, Mata. Nah, he did help. He did help get a couple of those fools off of his brother. Yeah, dude, I was all chipoteado, dude. I had a bunch of bruises. But yeah, fucking right. Not a single scratch on that motherfucker, dude. On my fucking asshole, we got an ass beating of or fucking lives and shit. Not a single scratch in that motherfucker, dude. That we just fucking lasted. Good times, though. Fuck it, you know? Because it was a fun memory. Crazy shit, though.
Dead. Dead. I would be dead for sure. Like, yeah, it saved my life, you know. I wouldn't be here. I think either that or I'd probably just, you know, just be a fuck up somewhere out there.
Oh man, I don't know. A lot of my family was in the military. I would probably fucking end up there somewhere and being something else. But I mean, you know, I don't know. That wasn't my path, you know. And I chose the music, and I was happy that it was there to comfort me, you know, give me the warmth I needed.
I don't know. For one, like, I guess, you know, the people in my life, you know, like, I wouldn't have them if it weren't for punk. So, you know, a lot of the people around me and my loved ones, they wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't even know them if it weren't for fucking punk, you know. You know, I don't know. I'd probably fucking, I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing, dude. All I know is that it's part of my life, and I'm fucking super grateful for it, dude. You know, hell yeah.
I think it's grown me a thicker skin for sure. Yeah, you get in a lot of fights in the punk rock scene sometimes. You know, you just learn lessons. There's a lot of lessons to be learned.
You love everything about it, the good and the bad. You know, you can't like, what's the saying? Have your cake and eat it too, or you know what I mean? Like, you can't have that. So it's like you just take it all as a whole. Like, take the good with the bad, you know. So, and the good to us, the good side of it is far more rewarding than the bad is bad. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of kids who look up to, you know, bands that actually, like, are out there putting the how do you say, like, the right message, and they're actually practicing what they preach. They're not just bullshitting, you know. So it really I think it means a lot to everyone in general. Like, even us, there's bands out there too that mean a lot to us, you know, just what they're doing. And I guess you could say we're kind of following in their footsteps.
I'm sure a lot of people could agree with, like, a lot of stupid ass songs fucking hit you hard, and it's like you're just like, what the fuck, how did you know? Yeah. You know, and you know, it's helped me get through all those times and helped me realize, like, hey, you know, like, you could take a breather, you know, sit back, you know, and fucking, you know, look at yourself, know that you're okay, you know, you have, as long, you know, if you have a good support work, you know, then use it, you know, and don't be afraid to reach out, you know. And so, you know, whatever music it is, you know, it doesn't even have to be punk, but, you know, there's all kinds of songs out there for everybody, you know.
Oh yeah, my wife. I can't. There's nothing that I like. I gave it all to my wife. Like, she's done everything for me. Everything. She supported me. You know, through everything. Through my highs and my lows. You know, she's always been there supporting me. And like, she's our #1 supporter. She is, like, if you ask her, she would say that she is the manager of the band. Like, she makes it happen because she helps me happen, helps us, you know, like, do it. But yeah, my wife, these guys, obviously, we can't have a band without the guys. And just shout out to everyone that listens, honestly, because also, you know, a band's success or motivation comes from the crowd, from the people that listen. So, yeah, shout outs to everyone that listens, and, you know, thanks to everyone. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, shout out to Riv for helping us with the EP. It's gonna come out sick. Shout out to everyone who's still supporting Revolt and Destroy. Shout out to you for this interview, and you know, and shout out to everybody who is just out there, you know, fighting to just, you know, for a better life. Okay, you know, and don't give up. Everything will be okay.
you know, to these guys, to Angel, you know, a new member too, you know, bringing some fresh ideas. You know, he's told us stories. He's our same age, and he's grown up going to shows and seen both of our bands, you know, and you know, being able to now be part of this new journey on this project, you know, it's kind of cool to know that, you know, he's not just coming in with fresh ears, but he's coming in with experienced ears behind the band, you know. So really big shout out to all of them for letting me be part of this. So
shout out to Raul for sure. He's been working magic with us. We're still rust buckets, but he's been working miracles with the music he's recording and making it sound fucking great. And shout out to Chris, guy behind the camera. Thank you for doing this. All the bands we played with back in the day. Shoot. Yeah, check out the music.
You know, thank you to all the homies. Thank you for everybody that's always supported us and always, you know, fucking, yeah, for always, you know, for the love, you know, thank you guys for fucking, you know, for the inspiration, for the influences, for everything, you know. Just fucking, you know, up the punks. Hell yeah, you know. Shit. Nah, you know, just thankful for everybody that was there, you know, growing up and who's here now, and, you know, and RIP to the ones that aren't here no more, you know. That's all I gotta say, you know. Just spread the love, you know. Hell yeah, you know, we gotta be, you know, gotta help each other out, you know. Be there for each other. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know.
Good stuff, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey,
appreciate it, man.
Hey, thank you very much, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, nice.